Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We are back out here at St. Anthony to do some ripping with some friends. We've got a special guest that'll be on the channel here in just a minute. We're going to head over to Idaho Dunes RV to meet up with them. Currently, I park at Egan. I have a season pass, so I have unlimited parking here for the year. Just easier for me to get in and out that way where I'm not camping because I only live a few minutes from the dunes. So we're going to go unload, head over, and meet some friends. So we'll see you over once we get to IDRV. All right, as promised, we are at Idaho Dunes RV, and we've got Mr. Jonathan himself. Hey, Krista. Off-Road Diaries.
Jonathan himself.
Jonathan himself and Krista.
You said Jonathan fell? Probably.
No, Jonathan did not fall. But we are going for a nice rip out in the dunes. The wind has finally stopped, so yeah, go out and have a blast and see if I don't roll this time. Shouldn't have said that, but here we go. We're gonna go have some fun. last time on that, just the X85
that's
tune.
a lot too.
Yeah.
4 mile an hour is a ton. on
What
a hill
intake
like
did
this.
you
The
put
new
on?
Evo one. They claim 23 wheel horsepower.
On an intake?
Mm-hmm. So
Just an
this
intake.
is where it pulls everything out right up here. There was baffles up in this. You take the baffles out, you put a way bigger cone in it. Yeah, so 50 weight was about here it hit 55 or 54, then hit 55 and it's still playing. If I had more room, it probably would have hit 56.
So after the tuning, you like the transmission though?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Show you stuff on it. Yeah, there's not much convincing. I already know.
Yeah.
I'm already a Can-Am fan.
Yeah, I am definitely a Can-Am.
And I'm coming from a DS, so the suspension even from that to a 72 blows my mind, and then from a 72 to this.
All right, to give some clarification here, the reason why it sounds so weird is I have it in normal mode, meaning it's going to shift a lot earlier. It's not going to rev out. It's just for everyday driving instead of really romping on it and getting on it to go up the hill. So as you see, I hit the bottom of the hill and it kind of bogs into fourth and then it upshifts into third. If you leave it in sport mode, which is normally what I roll around in, I was just pulling in, I turned it to normal because it idles down. In sport mode, it's going to keep the shift or keep from shifting until higher RPMs. And so it wouldn't have bogged. I figured that out after I got back. So you'll see in just a minute coming up when I have my GoPro and I'm filming the actual speedometer, I have it in sport mode. So it actually holds the RPM where it should in third gear instead of trying to go to fourth and then back to third. So that's what that is.
Trevor Lewis, Dave's in scale,
you can't explain the torque that thing has going up the hills. That's impressive.
on a scale of 1 to Pro R, it's less than a Pro R, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a Pro R plus.
Nice.
What?
I'm a fan of that, guy. So
Holy
basically,
moly, that thing's amazing.
Pro R is like a multiplication table. A plus is right underneath it. So we're not going to hate on that regard. I don't know. It's been a heck of a day, guys. Let me tell you something. Leading through the middle of freaking Class 5 hurricane winds.
Winds have been fun. Not really, but gave him for a ride in the Maverick R, and he is sold. So, I mean, anybody that rides in one of these, it's just kind of a given. Until you've ridden in one, you can't really say, "Oh, those suck," because they are. It's just a different animal.
The suspension's unbelievable. The torque is unbelievable.
Yeah, Evo did a really good job on it. So, by the way, for those of you who have been watching the channel, you know this is the first time I've been to the dunes with the intake on it. And with the intake and the cutout open, we gained 4 mile-an-hour up choke. So we were holding 55. If I had a little bit more, I probably would have made it to 56 going up. And it was 51 last time. So that's, for an intake and exhaust, that's a lot, especially up that. And again, this probably, I mean, it may not give it as much of what it is, but it's steep. So, especially on a 2,200-pound machine. But yeah, anyways, Jonathan and the whole crew.
And no belt.
Wind kind of slowed down. You can see it over there. Look at that.
It's wild.
Ugh.
This wind is rough right now.
Idaho. And the north side of all of the dunes right now, like even just the little stuff, just straight drops. So if you're coming out this weekend, be careful. All right, guys. So what I'm showing you here is from a previous video I took when I took the car out for the first time on X85. We were hitting 51, like 50, 51, and I would tap 52 miles per hour up choke, so you'd barely see it and it'd come back down. What you see in the clips after those two I post, or I show you, is the GoPro facing right at the dash, showing you the miles per hour up, and that's all after the intake. So I gained 3 to 4 miles per hour at, I mean, depending on how you look at it, 4 miles per hour off just an intake, which is huge, plus all of the sounds the intake makes behind your head. I need to put a GoPro right behind my head so you can actually hear everything. It's pretty freaking awesome. A lot more turbo noise. Pretty cool to hear. So if you're on the fence about getting that intake, get it. And you'll see why. Here's proof showing what it does before and after. It's pretty awesome. right, guys, last interjection of the vlog here. Basically what I wanted to point out is it's not 100% apples to apples. If you look at the X85 only video, both of those, or all three of those clips, I'm in third gear around 8,200 RPM, and that's when I'm tapping 51, 52 miles per hour up choke. If you look at the video with X85 and the intake, where I'm hitting 55, 56, I'm in fourth gear at 7,000 RPM. So where my rev limiter is like 8,700 RPM or so, I think I could have wrapped all the way out of third gear and been a little bit faster going up the choke, and that would have been closer apples to apples, been in the same power band, instead of dropping into fourth and going down to 7,000 RPM. So I think I lost a little bit. Still impressive where I gained 3 to 4 miles an hour just off that intake, even in the lower gear. So next time I'm out, which will probably be this weekend, I'm going to try and keep it in third gear, go all the way up and see what I can get miles per hour, and I'll make sure I record that. But anyways, back to the vlog. Well, that's a wrap. We are headed back. Turn the cameras on. Yep, on. Turn this one on. All right, we're gonna head back to Egan and pretty much call it a night. I just wanted to make a quick rip out here, hang out with Jonathan and the crew, and see what this did with that intake and the E-valve open, and holy crap. 4 miles an hour up choke cherry is a lot. So I'm really excited about it. But you guys need to try the Evo tune. If you have a Maverick R and it's stock, it is a completely different animal when you tune it. Not just the transmission, obviously that's way better, but just the power is awesome. And it doesn't feel like a turbocharged car. Like a Pro Aura with the turbo is just real snappy. Like, it's not snappy. You can feel the turbo a lot more. Hard to say. This one feels like a supercharger. It's just power all the time. So anyways, time to head back, it looks like. So we're gonna go play in the sand and get wind blasted. You can kind of see over there like how bad it is. We're down kind of in a bowl, so it's not terrible, but on the way back it's gonna suck. least see it. All right, we had to stop. You're not gonna hear much because it's so windy, but look at that. Heaven on earth. Then over here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but Tetons are right there. And all the green farm fields right there. It is just beautiful out here. Those are called the steps, for those of you who don't know. Right there. So pretty out here. If you haven't been and you want to go, DM me. We'll start bringing people out there. I think that's what we need to do, is start bringing people out, show you a good time. I won't go crazy. I've only ever wrecked once, yesterday, but maybe that's what we need to start doing, bringing people out here to come see this side of heaven. But time to get back. like that, we're done. Time to pack up and go home. And yeah, that was a great night, as always. St. Anthony is always fun. And I think I want to do that. So if anybody wants to come ride, or want to do what I said earlier, just DM me. If you know me personally or on Facebook or whatever, hit me up. Let's go ride. Bring you out here. Got a few cars, a few people. We can come out and have a good time. So until then, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one.